guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who are new, my name is V Kativhu and I'm so excited to have you here today and watching. And for those of you who are old subscribers, bestie, thanks for coming back. So we are going to be talking about the 3 resources that I wish I'd known about before my exams. I obviously discovered them along my exams. I'm talking from the stage of A-levels through to uni. It made my life so much easier and helped me achieve all of my desired grades, and I wish I'd just known about it since when I was like even younger. So the first resource that I absolutely love and swear by, and if you've been on this channel for a long time you will already know it, you're probably sick of hearing it, but I have to be true to myself, and if something works for me I'm gonna keep screaming about it until kingdom come, because it is helpful and it is handy. So first resource, you already know what it is. It is the A-level study guide, how to ace your A-levels. And I don't even know if the authors of this know that I have gone on about this book for so many years, and every time that I make a video and I talk about this book, people comment that it's now sold out. So like, if you are looking to get this book, you better get it ASAP. Had this book since I don't even know how old, but as you can see, it has many notes, many highlightings, and I've used it through my A-levels, well, through my second set of A-levels, no, my first set of A-levels, but I didn't use it on my second set of A-levels, and I saw the difference. I used it in Oxford, I used it in Harvard, I've used it at every single stage of my education since my first year of A-levels, and honestly, I'd recommend. And the reason why I love this book is because it tells you all about how to prepare yourself for your A-levels. I think a lot of people just dive into the A-level season and they don't think about a strategy plan, or they don't think about how they want to do it. And you don't have to just use this during your A-levels. Like I said, I used mine during Oxford, Harvard, all those stages. It can be applied to anything in life, honestly. And I like it because it just gives you a sense of guidance and also a sense of hope. The guy who wrote this book went from a D grade to an A star in the space of like I think 2 months, trying to improve his grades, and he managed to do it. I will say it has one of the best revision methods and revision timetable scheduling systems I've ever seen. So if you have your exams coming up in the next weeks, in the next months, whatever, start now. Order this book, or if you can't afford to order the book, I know that sometimes these resources are actually quite expensive and not so accessible. If you can't afford to order the book, it's okay, because Captain V's here to save you. Basically, go and watch my videos. I think I've got 3 of them where I talk about this specific revision method in this book and I break it down. I think one of the first videos that I did on the topic has like over 600,000 young people who've watched it, like over 600,000 views, and so many comments from people saying, whoa, this has changed my game, this has changed everything. So my point is, trust me in the advice I give, and trust me in the resources that I give, because they are tested, trial tested and delivered by so many different people. And yeah, I'm about to do my PhD soon, and guess what book I'm packing with me when I go to my PhD? It's this one. So check out that resource. The second resource that I really want you guys to make sure you're using, especially if you are very humanities based, you should definitely know all about, all of the OGs know this, all the original crew and subscribers know exactly what I'm about to say, but the Manchester Phrase Bank book is an absolute heaven sent tool that I always recommend to anybody who is in the humanities space or has to write a lot of essays. It's just amazing, and it's by the University of Manchester, and as you can imagine, it's a phrase bank. It's a bank full of phrases that you can use to make your work just sound a lot more academic, or a lot more, you know, researched, and a lot more together, tight, clear, everything like that. It definitely saved me, that's for sure. It takes your ideas and helps you make them sound even cooler, or just gives you the opening lines for the things that you need. So for example, if you type in, or if you click, you need an opening sentence for a paragraph about explanations, or a paragraph that's trying to persuade, or a paragraph that's trying to do whatever you're trying to do, it will give you like 5 or 6 or 10 options that sound very, very good and academic. And I love it because the more you use it when you're doing your essays while you're getting ready for exams, the more that it starts to stick in your mind. So I now just have a lot of different phrases that I use in my day-to-day work at the United Nations, at United World Schools, in my Harvard essays, that I just have memorized from the phrase bank. And it means when you're sitting in your exams, if you're having a blank moment of how to say something, you just tap into your mental phrase bank. And I saw a girl the other day, I can't remember what event we were at, but it was an event in person. Oh, I was in India and I met a girl there who told me that she had been using my academic phrase bank trick. I guess it's not mine, it belongs to the University of Manchester, but she'd been using it for the past few years and she was just telling me thank you. And I think that's what inspired me to do this video, because I was like, what are the chances that a video that I made years ago, maybe, talking about a resource that I loved, someone in India who I've never seen, never met, and never been to India, this is my first time in India, and the first thing we're connecting over is a resource that I shared online ages ago. The last one is all about your grammar, right? Because I feel like a lot of us might actually know the answers. We might have done all our revision, all our studies, we're ready for our exams, but we don't actually know how to convey it. And what I would recommend you to do, which is a little bit of effort, it's going to take a bit of effort, but stay with me here, it's worth it for your results day to be the best day ever and for you to be smiling and happy. I would recommend you to write like some essay question answers from your past papers that your teacher gives you, and then take it and type it up into Grammarly. Stay with me here. The reason why I say type it up is because the more that you read back what you say, the more that you see how what you say sounds. Because a lot of us love to write essays and never touch it again. And I don't know what that thing is. Like, a lot of students do the same thing. Like, they cook the cake, they bake the cake, but they don't want to taste it. They write the essay, but they don't want to read it because they're like, oh, I'll cringe and I don't want to read back what I've written. But actually, it's one of the most beneficial exercises that you can do. So by the time that you write it up from your past paper and then you read it back, because you've just written it, you read it back, you realize my grammar wasn't sounding very strong there. Then by the time you've got to write it up and put it into Grammarly, you're once again being like, oh my God, typed up, this really, I can see where the errors are. Then you press Grammarly's button to make it do the Grammarly thing that it does, and then it will tell you where some of your grammar is a little bit off, and it will give you suggestions on what other grammar you could be using instead that will make your work sound more academic or more researched. And by doing that, I think it's really, really good because it helps you see the same thing over and over again, and you'll never make those mistakes again, because now you've seen, heard and read why. You've seen it from your own eyes, from reading back your own work and seeing, oh, that doesn't quite sound right. Then you've had Grammarly, which is like a grammar checking app or whatever it is, that's told you why it's wrong and what you could have said differently instead. Then now you have all this information. The same thing you want to do with your work. You want to hear it and see it in so many different ways that by the time comes that you have to write it, especially if it's a closed book exam where you can't have your notes, you can't have cheat sheets or have your books or anything like that, you want to know that stuff inside and out. You want to make sure if you're doing a subject that you're maybe struggling with, or maybe one that you love, you want to make sure that you hear that subject in as many ways as you can before the exams come. If you're doing Alexander the Great, watch the movies. Watch the different movies, because some of them have different interpretations. Watch different movies, the Netflix version, the HBO version, the Sky TV version, until you're like, oh yeah, I recognize that part of the chapter of the book. Start playing games. A lot of history things have games online. Play games where you find out like who the brothers of Alexander the Great are, who his kids were, whatever the stories are, do it, because then by the time your exam comes, you've engaged with the material in so many different ways that it now becomes something you actually know, not just something you're memorizing. Those are my little tips that I've got. I've just done the most basic makeup look in the world, but I hope that you guys enjoyed it. So that is it. That is the end of my little video. I hope you guys are enjoying these get ready with me's. Let's just do our little setting spray now. Whoa. Is this close? Probably melting it off now. So what I need you to do right now is comment down below when your exams are, what your exams are in, and which of the exams you're most worried about. 3 steps. And I always give 3-step instructions and then people just get it wrong. Hear me out. Right now, when are your exams? Yeah, just tell me when your exams are. Even if you just say they start first week of May or they are in June. You don't have to give me like specific dates, but when are your exams? Like what month are your exams in? Second question, what exams do you have? Like, what subjects are you studying and what exams do you have, right? So are you gonna have exams in history? Tell me like what subjects your exams are in. Then the last one, I want this all in bullet points, okay? The last one is, which one are you most nervous about? Which one are you most anxious about? Because what's going to happen now is I hope that you will read through other people's comments and tell them an advice or a tip based on which one they're most nervous about, and then they'll do the same for you. So when are your exams? What subjects are they in? And which one are you most nervous about? And then I can come and give you some good luck as well. And I feel like because I'm the education fairy, I have like some kind of special power, so my good luck will have a real, you know, give you real good luck. So comment it below and I'll only say good luck if you comment it and do it in the order that I've asked. When are they, what are they, and how do you feel? Which one are you most nervous about? So that's it. That's the end. I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. I love you a million and good luck with your exams, and I can make more videos if you want them. Just let me know. Bye.